All right, welcome to Joey's Hi-Fi shop. As you can see, we have something to open today. Pretty excited. This is new. This is not a vintage review. This is a new Hi-Fi. Just came in. Got it in from the importer. And I'm very excited to share it with you all. Go ahead and take the little bill out here. And then I'll just, there we go. Now, one of the nice things is they come double boxed. So I love getting my double box. And here's my little invoice and packing material. Set this to the side over here off camera. I don't think y'all really care about seeing the packing material. I'm going to majestically move this box over here. There we go. And what you'll see that we got here is a Rega P3 RS edition. So there you go. So got a pretty wide shot today. I currently have a Rega P3 with the ND5 over here, a Rega IO, a Rega radio, which we just did a video on. This is a name CD5. It's a whole story, but it's here and it's temperamental. And then we have the Rega Naya with a FETA 2, an Illicit. I've got a Rega DAC that we're going to be reviewing soon, and a Music Hall tube DAC. And then we've got some Rega Ayas and some ATC 12s that are for sale as well. Got someone coming to check those out pretty soon here. So the Rega P3 RS is a special edition P3. I believe it comes with the ND5. And whoa, it's got some brads in it. Let me get a little tool for that. Actually, I can pull the brads out. I've done this before. You just have to be very genteel with them, as you can hear. And in case you're wondering if I was really gentle with them and really pulled that off, they are right there. They really did just come out. So, so yeah. This ain't my first rodeo. So what are some unique things? Oh, by the way, I got my coffee here. This is my Tavo coffee. Still selling it, still recommending it. I've tried some other coffees, but this is the one I've been sticking with. Got my Chaos Coordinator mug today because, well, I'll be real with y'all. Life has been chaos lately. So I feel like maybe I need to take control of it and be the coordinator. But this is a special edition P3. It's got a different finish. Like I said, it comes with the ND5. And then it also, as you can see here, it comes with its own matched Neo MK2 power supply. So I'll show you all that here in just a second. Let me get this thing pulled out. So there you go. And that's the back. That's what they call in the old school a DIN output. So first thing I'm going to do, because these things always annoy me, is I am going to take off. That's right. Take it off. Like a little band-aid. So we'll put this to the side. And I like to keep everything organized and clean because, as y'all know, I'm a shop. So this will be sold as a demo at some point next year. And so I like to keep everything very organized and well packed, so that you all have a good experience when you purchase something from me that's not brand new. So it also comes with, I believe, the PS350 supply. We'll see. From the weight of its feeling, I believe I'm correct. Let's see here. There we go. Yep. So it's the PS1 350 power supply. It's a higher amperage power supply than the P100 that comes on mini turntables. So I'll just show you what that looks like. And otherwise, it opens pretty much like a P3, but what's going to be exciting is getting to see what this looks like, because it should be really different in terms of finish, in terms of the finish it has. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this out. I'm going to securely hold it. Y'all ever wonder how I do this? Ooh, yeah, that's a good challenge here, buddy. Yeah, we'll go like that. That's how I win on that one. And go ahead and just lightly grab this and move it over here. As y'all can tell, this is not my first rodeo opening things or filming them. And if you wonder, why does this guy say rodeo? I'm in Texas. I admit it. I'm in Texas. We have rodeos all the time. Pretty much every town has a rodeo. The town I'm in, really the county, is called Brazos County. It has its own rodeo. San Antonio, Texas, where I'm from, has its rodeo. Houston has a huge rodeo. So when we say it's not our first rodeo, all we're really saying is it's not the first time doing something that has some kind of art or sport to it. So, one thing I'm interested in is if this is a frost top. I can't tell right now. All right, well, it seems like this pulls all out together. And it looks like it's just because of the way the platter is held in there. So here we go. Here's the weight. So for those that are new to Rega, this is a Rega P3. And when they say special edition, it's because typically it has some modification or changes to it that signify something. Last year they had the Rega P3 Anniversary Edition. It was in a wood grain. This year, this is a Rega P3 RS that has a like a metallic finish to it, which is unavailable on any of the other turntables, whether it's a newer edition or whether it's a P1, 2, 3, 6. None of them have this finish. So I'm going to go ahead and just pull this out as well. Hopefully I do this correctly. The other thing is I just try and be as gentle as possible. I treat every piece of equipment I have as if it's the most high-end piece of equipment I have, because it tends to just really last and you don't have as many issues. Not that I haven't made some mistakes, but it's one way to do your best to avoid those kinds of mistakes. So this finish is really nice. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll get it close, a little close up for you. Let me go ahead and grab this and show you all what that finish looks like. It's a very nice. It's not glossy. It's not flat. It has this brushed look to it, and I'm very excited to hear it. With the Neo power supply, it should be substantially, or it should be a substantial step up from the P3. So The cartridge comes mounted, as you see, and like I said, it's a Rega ND5. Let's go ahead and get this platter out, if I can, gently have it. There we go. Sorry, I got out of frame. I just kind of gently pulling on it to let the air suck out and let this platter open up. Now I'm going to go ahead and open the yeah, this is definitely a frosted gray. Very nice. Actually really nice looking. Go ahead and put that on just so that we can see what it looks like all together, since we're doing an unboxing right now. Let me grab a little cutter. If y'all have never used that, this is called a slice. I really like them. They work really well. I have a son that's around 8 and he can use it. It feels relatively safe. And I mean, you gotta treat it like a knife, but I've really enjoyed using it. All right, so here's the platter with the felt. It comes with a black felt mat. Just gently put that away. And what we'll do here is I'm going to arrange things a little bit. Move this on, let's go ahead and move the coffee out of the way. That's good stuff. So there's a little piece of cardboard right there. So for those that don't know, the little piece of cardboard here, it serves a very important function. Once you pull it out, the hub goes down and hits the bearing. And when you're traveling, you always want to put this piece of cardboard. And you never want to transport the turntable with the platter on it, as it will have little micro shocks to the bearing. I'm going to go ahead and just stick this on so that we can get a good look. And I am going to place it where I roughly think it's going to go, which most of the time I do this is about right there. We'll see. And let's put this, first I'll put the glass on so you can see that. And that looks really nice. And then we'll go ahead and put the mat on. And there you go. The cartridge comes with a piece of tape on it. As you can see, I'm pretty delicate with it. And it also comes with a stylus guard. Now the stylus guard, to me, sorry I hit the mic, to me is something that I'm using to transport the turntable safely, usually with a little piece of tape. Personally, I do not typically put it on and off after every play because I feel like you're more likely to end up hitting the cantilever doing that every time than if you were to just leave it alone. So this is the Rega P3 RS. I am grabbing this because there needs to be a cable in here for us to hook it all up together. I'll show you that cable. And I just didn't see it. Ah, I see it now. It is right here. I bet some of y'all were wondering, Joey, what about the cable that hooks the power supply up? That little DIN connector you were referring to. And this is it right here. I didn't forget about it. I just was like, I'll go back and look for that in a second. because it wasn't readily apparent. All right. So the way this works, this cable, is that it is polarized. It does have a way it slots in only one way. So even though if you look at the back, it has 4 pins, you can see there's some notches there. And this only connects one way. So it's with the arrow up top. And then the same goes for the back of the turntable. The RCA cables that come with this turntable are of the typical Rega P3 variant. And they're really good. I like them. I think they are nice and secure. They're not too bulky where they're clamping on. I remember the Rega RB301 arm. I don't know if any of y'all remember that arm. It had these, I mean, they were really secure, but they really bit in. And I've really enjoyed this style of connector. So this is the Rega P3 RS edition. I've opened it. Y'all have seen I'm trying to be as careful as possible. What I do next is I just meticulously put everything back in the box and then back in the double box, and then I store that, and I will set this up over here as a demo. So what I'm going to do for the next part of this video is we'll just come back with it plugged in over here. I will move the Rega P3 out of the way. I'm going to hook it up to the Rega IO with Rega IOs. So I'll see y'all in just a second. All right, so now we are over here by the turntable. I have hooked up the power supply. I've hooked up the power to the unit. I've also plugged the RCA cables into the Rega IO. I'm going to take off the felt mat. I'm going to open up the clasp. I'm going to make sure that the lifter is down. The first thing we're going to do is just see about getting this cartridge to just float. Not quite yet. Let's see how far back we need to go. Ooh, we're getting there, getting close. All right, I think we're just go back one more. There we go. All right. So once it's floating, as you saw, I'm going to set it to 1.75. And the turntable should be good to go. Now, a lot of people oftentimes wonder, like I push the button and you saw it kind of go and then really start going. That is totally typical of a Rega setup. There's nothing wrong. You'll also often hear like a little as the belt makes contact with the motor and everything gets going. This is all typical. Now, one of the nice things about this Neo power supply is that you also get the ability to switch to 45 RPM right there from the power supply. Now let me find a record and see if I can play a little demo. I'm going to try this one. This is a friend of mine's records, just so that we can at least visually see what it looks like set up. And what I'll do is I'll include a little track of it, and if it ends up getting taken down or needing to be monetized, we'll figure that out. I'll make 2 versions and have the other one ready.
Before the invasion, this land was native, sacred, forsaken. and taking, shaking up to build a nation. Agriculture, roots, medicine appropriated. They kill stories, crops, and society. Stolen recipes, lost remedies. The list goes on, here now gone. Temples and ruins, lost books of the Yucatan. The burden of the Mayan codices.
So as you can see, a little bit of a warped record, still tracking very nicely. We can go over to the inner groove track, drop it back down. And again, no tracking issues. That's one thing I really love about a Rega turntable. When it's set up correctly, it just plays. And that's definitely, I personally don't use the tracking force, I use the tracking force. I don't use the anti-skate. Some people do. It just depends how you operate. But me personally, I don't. If you're a customer of mine, you're welcome to do it however you want. But for me, I personally don't. Now, one thing you'll notice is that there's no button down here. You literally do. This is set up specifically to use the power supply. So once I hit stop, there we go. Got our record coming to an end. And this is what the frost looks like. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And please like and subscribe.